While the N1 highway between Pumulani Toll Plaza and Hammanskraal north of Pretoria has been closed due to protest action. Our reporter Bongiwe Khumalo is at the Plaza for us this morning. Good morning to you, Bongi. Firstly, give us an update of what exactly is unfolding where you are.
Good morning, Kathy. Well, basically what we have behind me are very frustrated motorists. So some of them have been waiting here since the crack of dawn. Others say that they've been here around 5 o'clock this morning, others around 6 o'clock. And we spoke to one of them who tells us that he was hoping to have, to reach the Beitbridge border post at least by 2 p.m. this afternoon. And he says that that is now not going to happen. And he says that also some of his other guys, because he's in business here, and he says that others are, other employees who are also part of his business, expected to be delivering goods to Zimbabwe, are also caught up in this backup that you see behind us, and they're still waiting. And what we've also seen are police officers in and around this particular toll plaza, and making sure that the situation is as normal for the motorists as possible, and also pleading with them to be patient while they do everything they can to get this toll plaza to be reopened again.
Bongiwe, where you are, any sign of protesters and any way of telling just where exactly the N1 has been closed off?
Well, Kathy, from where I'm standing, the only thing that you can see are just motorists and quite a backup of traffic. But then we are told that as soon as we drive into Hammanskraal, then you can be able to see protesters on the roads, and they tell us that just not very far from the where we will try to head towards after this particular crossing. We are told that we'll then be able to see the protesters and also a large contingent of police officers that have been deployed. And we are also told that have been set alight, and as well as a truck, and various streets in Hammanskraal have been barricaded. And Kathy, that Hammanskraal just last month already was a scene of very violent protests, but these of course were related to evictions that people were against. And police are also just saying to us that we need to be very careful, because they reminded us of how violent and how tense things were during that particular protest, and telling us that they have their hands full in Hammanskraal this morning, saying that tensions continued to flare up this morning, but right now things seem to have slowed down a little bit, but are still cautioning motorists who are trying to make their way there, and even begging some of them to make U-turns here and not make their way into Hammanskraal, because they say that the situation is volatile. But also, Kathy, they tell us that in Pretoria West, where the tunnel is also apparently closed, and they're trying to clear it for traffic in order for people to be able to make their way to wherever they need to go. And the R101, which was supposed to be an alternative route for people going to Hammanskraal, has also been closed off by protesters, and they've also just put on some rubble on the road, rocks and anything else that they could find, in order to make sure that nobody is able to get into Hammanskraal.
Bongiwe, given the kind of backlog that would develop just there by the Pumulani Plaza, it would obviously affect traffic going into Pretoria, and also traffic traveling anywhere N1 north to the north of the N1, that is. How are officials there at that particular toll gate, which is the one that everybody has to go through, trying to deal with very agitated motorists, I would imagine, who have somewhere to be this morning?
Of course, Kathy, they've really been battling, because some of the motorists are very, very upset and have been demanding answers from police officers, and police officers themselves are saying they're asking for patience, while they also try to basically get to the bottom of what is causing this protest. And because we know that people have there've been reports suggesting that people are unhappy about the mayoral candidate, but police are saying that they are very reluctant to confirm that at this stage, but they've really been, pleading with motorists to be patient, and to, if they really have, anywhere else to go, they are pleading with them to make U-turns here and, you know, suggesting that they take alternative routes. But of course, alternative routes as well, Kathy, have been closed. You know that Atteridgeville is also seemingly on lockdown. It's difficult to get in there. It's difficult to get into Garankuwa. And, you know, police are saying that motorists should just, you know, try to exercise a bit of patience and bear with it. But of course, Kathy, that is a little comfort to motorists who are trying to get to work, motorists who are trying to get to Polokwane, motorists who are even trying to, you know, make, you know, their way to the border post, which obviously they know that they're going to get even further backlogs there. So that is of little comfort. And motorists saying that they're losing money in the process while they're here. And while officials are telling them to be patient, they really are complaining about the loss of money and complaining about the fact that they don't even know and they don't even have clear direction as to when this particular toll plaza will be reopened.
Right, Bongiwe Khumalo, that's where we'll leave it for now. She's out at the N1 Pumulani toll plaza for us. Of course, the N1, that section from the toll plaza being closed off